currently residing in India while pursuing a PhD. Originally from the UK, he studies at Newcastle University and has over a decade experience in teaching English to a wide range of learners from young children ages 4 to 6 to
It allows people to show their efforts and etc.
English has become a global language because it is spoken by people from many different countries. It is being used in businesses, traveling, movies and games. Knowing English makes it easier for people to understand each other and work together. It helps people to travel new places and enjoy things such as music and films. Without English, it would be difficult for people to communicate across countries. Thank you.
Importance of English. Importance of English. English is a global language. It is spoken in many countries. It helps to people communicate easily. It is the main language of internet and movies and books. It is the language of science, technology and business. By knowing English we can get job easily. Thank you.
Thank you, Rian Doran, for the clear and confident delivery. Now I would like to call Muhammad Yusuf Ali Siddiqui for a speech. Give a huge round of applause. English, a window to the world. English is the most spoken language around the globe. It helps us to communicate with each other, understanding the feelings of everybody. It helps us to understand science, technology and literacy. English, when we learn English, we are just not learning a language. We are learning many opportunities, knowledge and etc. So, read and write English with confidence and pride. Thank you. I'd like to call Mir Yasser Hashmi for speech. Give a huge round of applause.
Good morning everyone, my name is Mir Yasser Hashmi from class 8. Today I am going to say about role of English in career growth. Global language of business. English is the dominant language in international business, trade and communication. Job opportunities. Many companies, especially multinational corporations, require strong English skills for various roles from inter-level position to leadership roles. Career advancement. English proficiency is often a prerequisite for promotion and career process, especially in globalized industries. Thank you.
Thank you, Yasser. Your words were melodious. Now, I would like to call Sheikh Abdul Rahman and Abdul Rahman Uddin for a poem, Summer in a Village. Give a huge round of applause.
Good afternoon everyone, my name is Abdul Rahman Uddin from class 8.
Good morning everyone, my name is Sheikh Abdul Rahman from class 8.
Summer in the village. Summer in the village was be such a bore, I thought, but I learned how to walk without shoes, with mud between toes, to sow paddy seeds and pull out weeds, to swing from banyan trees, to ride buffaloes for free, to play with village dogs, to see tadpoles become frogs. Summer in the village was happier, and I thought when I made new friends. Thank you.
Now I would like to call Syed Abdul Salam from class 8 for the song Believer.
First thing first, I'm to say all the word is on my head. I'm fire of the fire of the way the things better. Oh, the way the things are better. Oh, take the things taken on you want to believe the reason I'm the one. I'm the son of the master of my CEO. Oh, I'm the master of my CEO. Oh. When I was youngest, from the from the hardest, from the base, taking my message, from the base, taking my message, from the base, seeing the truth to the home, make me a believer, believer, pain, you love me and you love me, you pain, you love me and you love me. Hey, make me up, you make me a believer, believer. First thing first, and to say all the words inside my head. I'm tired of the way that things are better. Oh, the way that things are better. Oh. I was the youngest from the from the hardest, from the base, from my message, from the vein, the other message, from the vein, the other beauty, to the pain, make me up, you make me a believer, believer. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, this Salam, your voice is heart-touching.
I request Bobby sir to please grace stage with their presence.
Want me to wear that? I'll use this for now. Good afternoon, everybody. Incredibly warm introduction. Maybe not so deserved in my opinion, but I'm very thankful to be here, and yeah, thanks. And yeah, today we're going to talk a little bit about the English language, but first I would like to talk a little bit about how we learn. We had some fabulous ideas there about why learning English is so valuable and so important. I heard the language of science, the language of technology, the language of so many people around the world, and English can grant you so many opportunities. But I would like to start talking about how we learn, and maybe why English is more relevant to your own lives and your own very immediate lives right now. Now, as was said, I'm doing a PhD. My background is in teaching theory and learning theory. I want us to consider how we learn. This is a student. In fact, it's not a student. It's me, it's you, it's the teachers, it's all the staff of Dawn, it's your uncle, it's your cousin, it's everyone who ever lived, okay? Everyone is a student. Everyone learns things. Out here, we have what we can learn, okay? We have what we can learn. This is what we know. This is filled. This is filled in. This is all your ideas, your value sets, what you know, what you have been taught, what you have understood, and what you believe. Okay? And this empty space, which exists all around each and every one of us, we are always looking to fill. But how is it filled and who fills it? It's filled by teachers, but it's filled by your friends. It's filled by conversation. It's filled by your parents. It's filled by every interaction you've ever had. Okay? Today, there will be moments where I ask you to be quiet, but I need you to talk to each other. You are full of knowledge already. And if you want to make more knowledge for yourself and for others, you need to share it with each other, okay? You need to talk to each other. Teachers need to talk to teachers. Teachers need to talk to students. Students need to talk to students, okay? In the never-ending dialogue that leads to learning. But let's talk more specifically for a moment about English and Urdu, which is the mother tongue, I understand, for most of you. We used to imagine in our heads that English and Urdu, let's call this English and let's call this Urdu, they sit as totally separate entities in our brain, okay? We have our English brain and we have our Urdu thing. It's okay if you don't, but those who feel brave, why might you choose these? Or what do you understand about these two sentences, why they are different? Or maybe some of the grammatical terms about how they are different. Anything you think. Yes, go on. So that's exactly the difference, correct? Why might we choose different ones, or what's the difference though in terms of grammatical sense? Yes? This one is in the present, are you sure? This is a past participle. Was is also the past. They are both in the past, that's a good try, and that's not a bad idea. They are slightly different in tense, but that's not important. Good job, good thought. She and her, there's a difference. That is a difference, an important difference. We might talk about that in a moment. Anybody else? Yes, this is what I'm driving at. Okay. Keep going. Yeah, finish. You're getting there. Good job. Very good job. If I write these two words, active and passive, have you heard of these boys? Yes, you have. Right? The subject is doing the action. The object is receiving the action here, right? These are about, you are very, very, very good there. Narrative is the word. That's a critical word. That's a word that I had not thought of initially. It's about where emphasis is, right? The emphasis in this sentence is about she. It's about the chef. The emphasis in this sentence is about the meal. Okay? We can say two things very regularly in English. I'm sure this happens in Urdu as well. We can say two things which have important and different emphases. They have different language functions. That's what I want to talk to you today, boys. You have very good English. I've just heard you do some excellent speeches, some nice poetry. What you fail to do sometimes, collectively as a school, is to use nuance and to really tighten up your English. We are going to do something not dissimilar to what we've just done, but we're going to start talking about adjectives. Adjectives, I always enjoy teaching. I find them to be tremendously fun, but lots of mistakes are made here. And of course, lots of things are right. And what's interesting is so many things are right, but so many things are not there. And they're not mistakes, but they can be made better. I'm just going to do this for short. Adjectives. Adjectives, I have a huge list here. What should I start with? I'm going to start with the word bitter. Whoops. Do we know what this means, boys? Yeah? Who can give me a noun that would go with bitter? Maybe bitter food? Yes? You understand it in this context, yeah? The food was bitter? It wasn't very nice, it had a bitter taste. What if I talk about a person, someone who is bitter? It is a noun, they're both nouns. If I talk about someone who is bitter, a bitter person, what kind of person do you think they are? Let's have hands up, let's have hands up. What kind of people are bitter? If I say, she was bitter, what's she like as a human being? What's she like as a person? Can anybody give me some ideas? Yes, we'll have you. We're not worried about the grammar right now. We're not worried about the grammar. I want us to think about the word bitter. I'll do another example, boys. I'll do another example. We're getting there. Some of you may have seen this already. What does this word say? Sharp, right? We can all think of something sharp really easily. Someone tell me something that's sharp. Pencil, knife, good. They are both good examples, right? Knife, pencil, saws, blah, blah, blah. We know loads of them. Yeah? Blah, blah, blahs are not sharp. What if I wrote mind? Yeah? But my mind isn't actually sharp, is it? I can't cut any paper with my sharp mind, right? You know? It's not like a pencil or a knife. In fact, my mind maybe doesn't even exist, right? It's kind of an abstract concept, but it's probably some kind of circular blobby jelly thing. It's not sharp at all. It's nothing like a knife. What do you think it means though? If I say I've got a sharp mind, let's have hands up for this one. If I say you have a sharp mind, who has a sharp mind? Yes? Very good boy. It means that we're smart. It means we're intelligent. Yes, let's have a round of applause. Now we're getting somewhere, boys. Now we're getting somewhere. I want us to consider English and all language. When you're learning English as a second language, one of the things we do is we think very literally. We think very literally. If we say sharp, you automatically go to knife or a pencil. We don't go to something like the mind. We would always say a word like intelligent or smart. They're excellent words. But what I want you to think about is playing with English, using it playfully, okay? So, I'm going to do a few more adjectives, and what we're going to do is we're going to consider them as literal adjectives and figurative. Have you heard of this word, boys? Figurative? Figurative. Well, it's okay if you don't know because you'll see it as we go along. I am going to write, I've made my board very messy. One thing I'm not very good at as a teacher. I'll write them on this side. I'm going to write down 5 different adjectives. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes, boys, to discuss these adjectives, but I want you to think about the things you could describe as literal. So if I have sharp, if I have sharp here, maybe I would write a knife, and maybe I would write the mind, okay? These are 2 distinctly separate things, literal and figurative. I'm going to write down 5 adjectives, boys. Talk to each other, see if you can think of some for the literal side and some for the figurative side, just like this, okay? You understand? Good, alright. Let's start then. I'm going to have sharp, I'm going to have bright, I'm going to have cool, I'm going to have warm. Some of these are synonyms and antonyms. And I'm also going to choose sweet. That's enough to go with for now, boys. Have a chat, have a think, see if you can think of one adjective, one thing that is literally bright and one thing that is figuratively bright. Try to think of one thing that is literally cool and try to think of one thing that is figuratively cool. Okay? Have a chat. You're allowed to talk. It's meant to be a dialogue. Talk to each other. Go, 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 go. Have a chat. Chat, chat, chat. Something figuratively bright. Hold on. Yes? Bright thinking, very, very good. Yes. We would describe a person as bright, but I like that. Thinking. He thinks brightly. He thinks brightly. Good. Really, really good. Round of applause for this boy. I always want round of applause. Let's have something literally that is cool. Something that is literally cool, pretty easy. Yes, the boy at the back. Huh? Refrigerator, very good. A fridge, clap boys. Thank you. Fridges are indeed cool. Something that is figuratively cool. Let's have another hand. Yes. A person is cool. Maybe should we think of a hobby? Can anyone think of a hobby that's particularly cool? Yeah? Mind? Flying? The mind? The mind could be cool, but I don't know. We would describe persons as cool. How about I write something that I think is cool? When I was a kid, I thought skateboarding was very cool, right? I thought skateboarding was very cool. Maybe you guys think music is very cool? Cricket? Who watched the cricket yesterday? Who won? 2-1 England, let's go. Anyway, warm. Let's have one for warm, something that is literally warm. Something that's literally warm, yeah? A food, sure, warm food. Warm food, something a bit more figurative. Yep. The temperature, that's literal, very good. The temperature, Warm heart, I love that. That's fantastic. Round of applause, please, boys. A warm heart. Lovely. Exactly what I was looking for. A warm heart. Last one. Sweet. Something that is literally sweet is incredibly easy. Yeah. Candy. Very good. Let's have something for the figurative, because this one's a bit harder. Figurative. Let's have you. Behavior. Very good. Baby can be sweet. Give them a round of applause, boys. Fantastic. Behavior. I was just with the pre-primary. I would describe them all as very sweet. Very endearing, very sweet. Very good, boys. You've done a really good job there. What I want you to think about, this is only a short session. The message I'm trying to convey to you by showing you something like this is to think outside the box. Okay? Think outside the box. Try to experiment with your English. Have fun with your English. It doesn't matter if you get it a bit wrong sometimes. There are so many adjectives that we can use both in a literal and a figurative way. If I write the word, boys, do you know what a metaphor is? A metaphor? Or a simile? Simile, some of you maybe, some of you not. Let's talk about those then for a little while. It's alright, you will know this. You will know this, boys, but again, it's about, if people in England, we talk a little bit differently to you. We have a different accent, of course, but more than the accent, we use English in a slightly different way. We talk less literally. Let's talk about metaphors for a moment, which we use a lot of. We also use a lot of idioms. We might talk about them at some point, but let's just talk about metaphors for now. You will have seen this. He was as fast as, I don't know. As fast as what? A cheetah, good. What else? Good. A plane. Car. Lightning, maybe. Yes. A lion, whatever, right? As long as it's fast. Very good, boys. That's fine. Thank you very much. You understand this? You understand what this means easily? Shh. Hold on. You all know this. It's quite simple language, really, isn't it? He was as fast as lightning. It's quite simple language. It's quite nice language. Guess what? You hardly ever say these to me. All right? You hardly ever say any metaphors. You don't say many similes either. Do you know what the difference between a metaphor and a simile is? We're saying this is as fast, okay? There's a sameness to it. A simile is about like, okay? Maybe you would say he was like a rocket. If I say he was like a rocket, what do you think, boys? What would that mean? Very good. Exactly the same. It's about being fast, okay? But the important thing with a simile is like, and with a metaphor, it is as, okay? I want you to start using your language. I'm going to be coming back in January. I want you to think about the adjectives we've just talked about. Thinking outside the box. What words do I know? How can I describe things in maybe a more interesting way? Instead of just saying, oh, he's very smart, that's fine. Maybe we should say, oh, he's very bright. Maybe we should try and use some slightly different words to vary our language, varying our language. Especially when you're writing, boys, it's really how you make good writing is you've got interesting and varied writing. Full of metaphor, full of simile, full of idioms. I think we'll leave idioms for another moment. Think outside the box. Have fun with English. English shouldn't be boring. English should be fun. The same is true of Urdu. I'm sure in Urdu you use metaphors and you use idioms and you use all sorts of things. Use them in English too. Use them in English too. Very, very good. Let's do a quick activity just for the metaphors. 1 minute. You need to be kind to each other here, boys. Turn to the person next to you. Say a metaphor about them, like something like he was as intelligent as Einstein, right? Maybe he's a very good cricketer. Maybe you could say something like he's as strong as a bull, okay? Say something about your friends. Say something kind about your friends using a metaphor. Go, 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 go. Have a chat. Something kind. Kindness. I have just been reminded, boys, or not reminded perhaps, but we're talking about adjectives, so why not do it and why not have a go? Alliteration, that's what it's called. We are going to talk, boys, a little bit about making your language punchy, right? You want a particular sentence to stand out. One of the obvious and easy tricks is when we use words that begin with the same letter. Consequently, maybe you've seen something like this. Maybe if I say the angry what? Has to begin with an A. Angry what? How about that? Angry, argumentative, A. We need a noun, boys. We need a noun. Any noun begin with A. Ant, fine. Don't care what it is. Very good. The angry, argumentative ant in your writing, it sort of makes it look quite punchy. It stands out, always stands out on the page, okay? Something worth consider. We'll very, very quickly, we'll very, very quickly, 30 seconds, 1 minute, boys. Something like angry, argumentative ant, okay? The longer the better. If someone can give me 5, I'll be super impressed, alright? Quick. See if you can do something like this. Just talk to each other again, boys. Just see if you can do something like that. Any letter you like. Any letter you like. Very quick. Very good. A big boy brought a big basket. That's quite good. A round of applause. I like that. We can stick that in a poem, then. A big boy brought a big basket. Try to say that one quickly. It's quite hard. A big boy tried to bring a big basket. It's difficult. Yes? Wow. Billionaire goes to get big boy toys. I like that a lot. Shortened. Very good. I like that. Let's have a round of applause. Big boy toys. Let's just talk about that for a moment. Big boy toys. This is fantastic bit of language. A big boy's toys is like a Lamborghini, right? You know what I mean? It's something very flash. It's definitely not a toy. It's for adults, maybe motorbikes. Huh? Exactly, yes. Big boy toys. That's a lovely bit of figurative language. Well done. One more? I'm quite impressed by these. Has anybody else got one to share? Just hold on. Let's see if anyone else has. No? No problem, boys. I like this very much. Boys, we are a little bit short on time, unfortunately, today, but I would like to give you guys an opportunity to ask me questions, yeah? What I am going to give you permission to ask about. You can ask about anything. You can ask about England, you can ask about my studies, you can ask about English, anything within reason, okay? Feel free to ask me. I will take a seat and open the floor for questions, okay? I will open the floor for questions, alright? So, that's comfy. Who's got questions? Who's got a question for me? Yes, go on. What is the job, is the question? So I am studying for a PhD. And studying for a PhD is a little bit like being a school student, but you do nearly all of the work yourself. It also comes with a lot of responsibilities. So I have my professors above me, who are actually very important for Dawn School as well. Maybe I'll talk about them another time. And I work for them. So I do a lot of work with the other students at the university. I support the new students at the university. I help them with their writing. I help them with discussion. I also teach English. I also do some work on climate change in schools in England as well. I do some climate action work. So yes, I've got quite a lot of responsibilities, but mostly my background is English teaching. Good question. Good, lots of questions. What do I eat? That's a kind of an interesting question. England is an incredibly diverse country. We have a very interesting history that of course spans the globe. Lots of that is not nice history. But what it means is that we have peoples from all over the world living in England. In fact, on my street, on the street I live in, there is a shop owned by people from Hyderabad. So it is not uncommon for me to have biryani at home. It is not uncommon for me to have Chinese at home. I used to live in China, so I love Chinese food. I actually think British food is pretty rubbish. I tend to eat more Indian food, more Chinese food, more Italian and European food. But I like all kinds of food. But we have a great variety in England. But lots of Indian food. Good question. Let's have the boy in glasses. Sorry. Say again? From which place in England am I from? State? Interesting. The states, we don't actually have states in England. England is a very small country. The United Kingdom is really the country I'm from, of which there are 4 countries within it, right? We've got Scotland, England, Wales and Northern Ireland. Within those countries though, there are counties. Now a county is a bit like a state in India, but much smaller, okay? I mean, England is only about the size of Telangana, maybe not even that big. We have about 50 counties. I'm from Durham County, which is actually one of the biggest, but it's probably only 40 miles, maybe 50 kilometers from north to south, okay? It's not a big place. But I'm from County Durham, which is very famous for its cricket team, so you should have a look. Yeah, there is an international cricket stadium in my county, not Lord's, it's called the Riverside. I watched India play there when I was maybe 10 years old in a one-day 50-50 game. So it's famous for its cricket. So if you're interested, have a look, boys. It's very famous for its cricket. County Durham.
We have in India state studies, towns, and in
counties, they tend to be built along historic lines, whereas the judiciaries are more modern. So we've got a local combined authority for the Northeast, which spans a few different counties. Really, they are built and designed depending on this kind of socio-economic cohesion of the region. But some towns like Manchester, Newcastle does, Liverpool, they have mayors as well, but they don't have as much power as the local government in Telangana would have, for example. But nice question. Yes, this boy? What do I want to become? I have no idea. It's a very difficult question, what do I want to become? I sort of became a teacher a little bit by accident, truth be told. I love that I fell into it. What I would advise you boys is always keep your minds open to anything, okay? I never knew that I'd be sat here. If you told me when I was 15 years old that I'd be out in Telangana talking to you lot, I would have been amazed and surprised. I am so delighted to be here, okay? Take some chances, have some fun, explore different opportunities, alright? Seize the day, go for it, okay? Because it's been one of the most amazing things ever to come here. But that all started with taking a chance, becoming an English teacher. So, I have no idea. I'll see where I'm having fun at the time. Good question. We have a good question? Yes, go on. England. The Queen died a couple of years ago. I did in fact meet her when I was a little boy. She opened a library in Durham, which is the town I grew up in, and my school sent me to meet her. The king I have never met. He seems like a nice man. I don't know actually all that much about the king and queen. They have no real authority. That's all given to the parliament. But I did meet the queen and shook her hand a long time ago. Good question, nice question. Let's have this one in the back. Boys, hold on, because I can't hear the question. Oh God, that's a very hard question. I did play cricket with some of the guys in here, in fact, this young chap the other day. I haven't watched international cricket for a very long time. When I was a young boy, there was a fast bowler called Steve Harmison, who I liked a lot. He played for County Durham, very tall, 6'3", 6'4". He could throw bowl the ball at nearly 100 miles an hour. I was quite fond of him. And there was a very short guy who I liked a lot called Paul Collingwood. He also played for Durham and for England. He was England's wicketkeeper, which was one of the things I did for my team. He was very good at catching, and he was quite a good batsman as well, so I was quite fond of Paul Collingwood. Before you ask me, I don't know anything about Indian cricket. Sorry, boys. Let's ask you. Sure, I loved sports growing up. I was actually, when I was young, as this young man experienced, I was always better at cricket than basically any other sport that I played. Football is king in India. In England, football everyone is totally obsessed by. My team Newcastle did very well this year. We won a trophy. We finished in the top 4, which is very important as well. Right near my house is a stadium which you can fit 55,000 people in the city centre. So football is a really big deal. Now my favourite sport is cycling. You may have seen the Tour de France, a very big cycle race in France. I'm watching that at the moment. I'm impressed by your bravery, boys. This is very good. I hope the girls are as brave. Let's have you, yeah? Have I come from? I've come from Newcastle University. Have you heard of it? No, it's okay. Newcastle University is maybe top 15 in the UK. Very good university. But nice question. I don't know where to look. Yes?
What sports do you guys play in England?
Almost almost universally everybody plays football. Football is probably 90% of the sport in England. After that, it's maybe an even split between cricket and rugby. Test cricket is on the decline a little bit just because the length of time it takes to play games, but football is the overwhelmingly popular sport. Say it nice and loud. England compared to India? English currency, sorry. The English currency is called the pound, the GBP, Great British Pound. It's quite easy actually. 1 rupee is worth about 1 penny, so it's really, really easy to differentiate them. But it's 100 rupees to the pound, okay? 1 lakh is about £1,000 as well, but so it's quite an easy conversion. It's quite an easy conversion. What are my hobbies? Playing guitar, wherever it's gone, that's one of my... Don't worry, I don't need it, guys. Playing guitar is one of them. I've played guitar since I was 11, maybe. Cycling is a big deal to me. And studying, I think I would include as a hobby. Nice question. Let's have one more question, boys, and then we need to do some... It's all right. You can explore the world at home. What I hope to try now is demonstrate some of the different music types that I've become very interested in. One of which is music from the Arabian Gulf and from the Middle East, which sounds fantastic on guitar. But anyway, I'll just sort of play some random stuff, or maybe talk about what I'm playing while I'm playing it. Okay? So guitar, boys, 6 strings, pretty simple to understand. Usually when you start playing, it's made up of different chord shapes, okay? So for example, this is a D, which is one of the first ones you would learn if you were starting, but there are 2 different kinds of D. Well, there's many different kinds of D, actually. We talk about music in major and minor chords, okay? So this is D, this is a very happy chord. Maybe you can hear it's got quite a happy sound, but then we've got D minor, which is much sadder, a bit more of a depressed vibe. Most music is in minor, actually. I'm not sure why. I don't know what kind of music you boys are into, but that's what it probably is in. And this is what you've done. Use the different chord shapes. So we've got D here, we've got F, we've got E, G, C, etc. That's how you start learning guitar. As you get older, you start maybe playing an electric, like I did, and rock and roll. So I learned a lot of music playing that. And then as I got older, I got into more classical and Arabic sort of sounds. With guitar, or with any music, you can kind of go on a bit of an exploration all over the world. Also, a bit like learning 2 languages, if you learn to play guitar, it makes you smarter. It basically clinically proven that learning instruments increases your cognitive ability and your ability to think. The rhythm, I think, maybe helps there as well. I write a lot of my own music, and maybe I won't play that to you right now. It's difficult because I don't think they'll hear it at all. But do we have any guitarists in the room? Any other musicians you play guitar with? Yeah. Any pianists? Any violinists? Any keyboards? If you do get a chance, boys, try and learn an instrument. I think it was one of the most significant things I ever did in becoming me. Okay, it's one of the things that I was always most proud of. Now I think some people are winning things.
For students to promote the values of Gandhiji and instill patriotism among them. They are the winners from our school. I like to call Muhammad Ahmad Ullah Khan from class 7. Give a huge round of applause.
Fantastic. Congratulations, very well done.
Now I would like to call Abdul Rahim Farooqi from class 8. Give a huge round of applause. Now I would like to call Muhammad Abdul Khabi from class 8. Give a huge round of applause. Muhammad Riyan from class 8. Give a huge round of applause. Muhammad Abdul Rahim Farooqi for the trophy. Give a huge round of applause. Muhammad Khalil Khan for the trophy. Give a huge round of applause. Ahmadullah Khan, give a huge round of applause.
Bring your certificate up.
Give a huge round of applause. Muhammad Riyan from class 8. Give a huge round of applause. Now let's round of applause. Now I would like to call Muhammad Riyan for the vote of thanks. Give a huge.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Muhammad Riyan.
The boys of class Arsalan from class 9. Give a huge round of applause. Now I would like to call Rabi from class 7. Give a huge round of applause. Now I would like to call Mehdi from class 7. Give a huge round of applause. Muhammad Yusuf Ali Siddiqui. Abdul Rahman and Zubair from class 8. Give a huge round of applause. Qazim Ahmed Rahim Ali Hadi from class 7th and 8th.
Nazim, go to that side, Nazim, on the stand. Emily, go to that side on the stand.
Faizan Bilal.
Next.
Faizan Bilal Abdurrahman Uddin from class 8th. Give a huge round of applause. Jamal Khawi Muhammad Khan and Imad from class 8. Give a huge round of applause.
A big thank you to all the participants for your wonderful performances. Thanks to everyone who helped in organizing this program, and last but not least, that you to the audience for your attention and encouragement. Let's keep learning and enjoying English every day. Thank you and have a great day. Thank you.
Share our opinions and our ideas. There will be moments where I ask for silence, but for a lot of this I want you to be talking to each other, okay? Talk, 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 talk. No such thing as a good quiet classroom. Let's talk about languages. Let's talk about Urdu and English a little bit as well. Now, we used to imagine, scientists used to imagine, academics like me used to imagine, English teachers like me used to imagine, that our languages were a bit like this. This is your brain, okay? This is your brain. And inside your brain you have room for English and you have room for Urdu. Well look, they are totally separated, right? They are completely separated. You have your English brain and your Urdu brain, okay? Turns out, this is not really how it works, okay? This is not really how it works. I want you to imagine, girls, this is your head, this is your brain. This is water, okay? This is water. We can't see below this water, alright? We can't see below this water. We can see above the water. What can we see above the water? We can see our English ability and we can see our Urdu ability, okay? We can see our English ability and our Urdu ability. They are islands in the ocean. They are islands in the ocean sitting above the surface, but beneath the surface is our language ability, okay girls? It is our language ability, our different language proficiencies, how we read, how we think about words, okay? How we think about language, generally speaking. Urdu and English are different, and they are separate, but the skills required for both are not, okay? You read in Urdu and you read in English, okay? The words are different, the sentences are made differently. Why am I telling you all of this? The bigger the mountain, the Urdu that you can see in the distance, the bigger your English will be, and vice versa, okay? If you ever feel like, oh, my English is not so good, like, why do I have to express things in English? If you want your Urdu to be really good, make your English really good. If you want your English to be really good, make your Urdu really good, okay? English is going to help this too, okay? So I just want you all to know that. I think that's something really special about being bilingual. Like you guys, I wish I was bilingual like you. You've got bigger brains than us. The scientists have found you've got bigger brains than people like me. Anyhow, we shall start talking a bit about English now, I think, as that's what we are here to learn. Some of you girls have seen what I'm about to show you already, so you have no excuse, okay? You have no excuse. Today, I want us to think about this outside the box. We're thinking outside the box. I'm not all that interested in literal English. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what I mean in a moment. I want us to be creative with our English. You guys have fantastic English. I'm always really impressed and really surprised when I come to go on and come to other schools in India, in fact, just how good the English is. But the English is not very creative sometimes, and I think you guys can make your language more interesting. I'm certain we can make your language more interesting. We've done some of this before. We're going to begin with adjectives, okay girls? And I'm going to write an adjective, and what I want us to think about initially is things that they are literally. So for example, if I write the word sharp, some of you have seen this already, yeah? With class A, yeah? Literally, what's literally sharp? A knife is literally sharp, right? If I run a knife across my hand, it hurts. No, I'm fine. If I run a knife across my hand, it stings, right? It hurts. It hurts, it cuts me. Figuratively, excuse my terrible writing, girls. Literally, you've got the knife, it hurts. Figuratively, our minds are sharp, aren't they? Our minds are sharp. Of course, they are not really sharp. My brain is just a sort of jelly ball that couldn't cut anything. Completely harmless, right? But we still sometimes describe it as sharp. Who's going to be brave? If I've got a sharp mind, what does that mean? If I've got a sharp mind, what does that mean? Who can share? Yes, intelligent, exactly, intelligent. What do you think is a more interesting sentence? He is intelligent, or he has a sharp mind. Which one do you think is a more interesting sentence? I think this is more interesting. This is fine. This isn't a problem. This is just poetic, isn't it? It's pretty, it's beautiful. It makes you think about language and think about all the creative ways that we can use it. So girls, what I'm going to do, I am going to write a list of adjectives over here, if I can find my eraser. I am going to write a list of adjectives, and I want us to think about this. I want you will be able to talk to each other, okay? I want you to think about what it could be literally and what it could be a bit more figuratively, okay? Try to use your imagination. We'll do one more together, so I'll give you an example. Yes, exactly, scissors would go literally. But let's just think about another adjective. If I write, we'll do our adjectives list here. If I write the word bitter, girls, bitter, what would we normally describe as bitter? If we're thinking literally. If we're thinking literally, what would we describe maybe as bitter? I was thinking food, right? It's a taste bitter, isn't it, generally? Have you ever had maybe some bitter sweets or coffee? Coffee is a very bitter drink, okay? It has a kind of bitter taste to it. So if I write coffee here, because coffee has a kind of bitter taste. You know who else can be bitter sometimes, unfortunately? People. If somebody is bitter, what kind of person are they? Who wants to have a go? Let's have hands up. Let's have some adjectives here about people who are bitter. Yes? Unkind, good. Anyone else got anything else to add to that? Negative-minded, I like that. Definitely negative is an excellent word to describe someone who's bitter. Maybe they sit a bit like this, right? If I'm bitter rather than Robbie, Mr. Enthusiastic, I sort of sit here, stewing. Oh, life is rubbish. Huh? I feel so bitter about everything. Oh, just go away. You know, bitter, right? Bitter. If someone's bitter, they're negative, generally negative. Fantastic. He is a bitter person. That is more interesting than saying he's unkind, I think. I think we've got to think a little bit more girls about the language we're using and all the brilliant ways that we can use it, alright? I'm going to write 5 more adjectives, girls. I want you to try to think of one noun that we can describe it as literally and one we can describe it as figuratively, okay? Just like we've done with sharp and bitter. So sharp we've got knife and mind, with bitter we've got coffee and people, okay? The adjectives I'm going to choose are warm, I'm going to have bright, what else should I have? I'm going to have sweet, I'm going to have smooth, and I'm going to have cloudy. Cloudy is probably the hardest one, okay? Cloudy is probably the hardest one. Girls, I'm going to give you, I don't know, how long should I give you? I'm going to give you 3 minutes, girls, 3 minutes. Try to think of something that is literally warm and something that is figuratively warm, okay? I'm particularly interested in this. Don't tell me yet. Go talk to each other. You all have good ideas. Share them with each other. Talk, 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 talk. Good. This is what I like to see. Lots of talking. Keep going. Go, 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 go. They're not talking. Inshallah, they are. Have a chat, girls. English is about talking and expression. Talking about what they watch on TV later. I'm sure they're not. I thought your introduction first. Let's start with warm. I want something that is literally warm. Who wants to share something literally warm? Yes? Blankets. Very good. Blankets are warm, aren't they? I don't think we need them in Hyderabad very often. It's too hot here for me. But very good. Blankets are literally warm. Figuratively. Something that is figuratively warm. People. I've heard people. That's correct as well. Anything else? Let's have hands up, girls, so I can hear. Yeah, we've had people. Anything else? Feelings. Good. Feelings. You can feel warm. We can feel warm. We can feel literally. We can feel literally warm, but we can also, very good, we can also feel figuratively warm, can't we? If we feel warm, is that a good feeling, a bad feeling? Yeah, it's a good feeling, isn't it? It's a kind of fuzzy. Maybe you've gone to see your friend and you haven't seen your friend in a very long time, and it makes you feel very warm, very kind, very generous. Yes? Bright. Very good. We're moving on to bright, are we? We've got bright eyes. Let's do hands, girls. I'm waiting for your hands. Yes? Day. Yeah, very good. Like the sunshine, right? The sun is bright. And we can put day. Very good. But I like eyes. Bright eyes. If someone has bright eyes, what kind of person are they like? Hold on. I'm asking a different question, girls. I'm asking about eyes. Bright eyes. If someone has bright eyes, how do we feel about them? Yes, an adjective. Anything else? Yeah? Who is warm? Teeth. Teeth are what? Tea. Oh, sorry, I think you said teeth. Very confused. Very good. Tea is warm. Hold on. I'm hearing too much literal. What about cloudy? Cloudy figures. Hands up, girls. Come on. You need to. You need to raise your hands or I can't hear you. Okay? Yes, at the back. Yeah.
These colors are so bright.
A good bright. Can we talk about cloudy? Is anyone got one for cloudy? Figuratively. Go on. Yeah. No. The weather is very cloudy. That's correct. We actually have already used it here. Texture is a texture. I don't think cloudy is a texture, is it? It's something we can see. Go on. Your garden? Cotton, yeah, cotton, very good. Cotton does look cloudy. I like that actually, that's very good. You can describe cotton as cloudy. What about if your mind is cloudy, girls? What does that mean? It means you're finding it difficult to understand, maybe. If your mind is cloudy, you're finding it hard to see the answers. Maybe you're a bit tired. If your mind is cloudy. Good, not bad. Girls, I'm going to give you... Hello, hello? Hello, hello? I don't know. I'm going to give you another minute. Sweet and smooth, only figuratively. If I hit chocolate, I'm, by 1 point or something. No chocolate, alright? I want sweet and smooth, but figuratively. I want it in this hand. Not yet. Talk to your friends, not me. Talk. Thank you. So, flick on for on, or? Yeah, so sweet corn is literally sugar is sweet. We're getting there, girls. Hold on, very good. It's like almost magical. I think the kindergarten kids, yeah, they are very sweet, you think? I am very sweet, aren't they? Sort of, hello, Mr. Robbie, how are you? Assalamu alaikum. Very sweet, very, very sweet indeed. KG kids, they're very sweet. Good. Has anyone thought about smooth? Yeah? What's smooth? Yeah, very good. She talks smoothly. I like that. There's no bumps in her talk. There's no mistakes in her speech. She talks smoothly. That's very good. Speech. Your speech could be smooth, couldn't it? Like this table. This table has no umbrella, has some, but it has no imperfections. Right? It's very smooth. It's on the top. Our speech can be like that. I think mine's reasonably smooth. Very, very good. I like that very much. Hold on. Very good ideas, girls. We're starting to get there. We are trying to think a little bit outside the box, aren't we? We're trying to think about the words we know and the different and new applications that we can use them in. Alright? I'm going to give you some homework. You're very lucky. You're very lucky because I won't be here until January, so you have forever to do it. Alright? When I come back, I want to hear this sort of stuff all the time, alright? My teacher, she is very sweet. My grandfather, he has bright eyes, alright? I don't want to hear, yes, Sir Robbie, my teacher is smart. Like, very boring English, okay? No more boring English. English is not boring, Urdu is not boring, language is not boring. Start using it figuratively, okay? Start using language figuratively. We're going to do some more work in a moment on this, girls. Have you heard of the word metaphor? Maybe? What about simile? No? That's alright, doesn't matter. It's not a problem. We shall do some then. You're on the right track, guys. Right. This is a good opportunity for you to be very nice to each other, alright? We're going to do another activity in a moment, but let's think about what a metaphor is. I'm really sorry, girls, that you can't see. I'll try and explain as best I can. A metaphor is when we say something, but we're using it figuratively. We're not talking literally. For example, teacher Robbie, he's not a very quick person, he's quite slow. Robbie is as slow. I heard the answer as a what? Correct. As slow as a snail. Maybe you could say he's slow as a turtle or a tortoise. Slow is a lot of things, okay? Slow is a lot of things, right? This is a metaphor. You have seen metaphors before, I am absolutely certain. What I don't hear very much is you saying them to each other, or when you're discussing with me things you feel very affectionate about, you're not using these metaphors often enough. Let's think about the opposite of this. If we think about the opposite of slow, a rabbit? I'm hearing the right answer. A cheetah. Hold on, let's do hands because I'm hearing so many ideas. Yes? A leopard. Very good. Might as well use an Indian cat. The leopard. I don't think I can outrun one in Mumbai, I have to say. Robbie is as fast as a leopard. Very, very good. Right? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Right? We've got often, not Robbie, but we use words like beautiful a lot in metaphors. Pretty, handsome. We often use them for what someone looks like. Don't we? We often use them for what someone looks like. Now girls, you have an opportunity to be very nice to each other for a moment, okay? I want to do some metaphors. I don't want to hear she is as ugly as blah blah blah, okay? I don't want to hear she is as silly as blah blah blah. I want to hear she is as kind as, she is as nice as, she is as warm as, she is as generous as, okay? I want you to try, you're sitting next to people, why don't you say nice things about each other? Say something nice about your friend. Say something nice about your teacher if you're sat with them, okay? Use a metaphor, okay? 2 minutes. Go. And then I'm going to ask you some. Say some nice things to each other. Go on. But we need to say teachers like something. Maybe like, we often describe owls as very wise. We often use animals, don't we? Yes? Very good. One that you could often say to the pre-primary kids, you're sweet as sugar. Very, very good. You could say that to the kindergarten kids, couldn't you? Let's have one more. Yes? Yeah? Very good. Beautiful as flowers. Okay, very good. Let's have a round. You want to say one more? Go on. Very good. My friends are brighter than the sun. That's very nice. That's very nice indeed. Let's quick round of applause, girls. Go on. Very good. So we've discussed some metaphors. Alright, very good. So far, I have instructed you to think outside of this box, okay, haven't I? I've instructed you to think outside of this box. We're going to do maybe, girls, I'll just tell you what the itinerary is, maybe. We're going to do another maybe 20 minutes of English, and then I'm going to sit here and I'm going to let you ask me questions, okay? I'm going to let you ask me questions. But first of all, I want to talk a little bit about language. I heard some beautiful speeches before, and they were making use of this. But maybe I have been reading your fantastic magazines, you know, the Times of Dawn magazines? Yeah, very lovely. I think they're very nice publications. And I was just having a think about, well, we have a room full of journalists here, so maybe you should have a bit of practice doing some journalistic language, okay? Let's talk about Well, I'm not going to tell you what I'm talking about. I'm going to make you talk about it yourselves. Very two simple sentences. Two incredibly simple sentences. Hold on, girls. Very good, thank you. She cooked the meal and the meal was cooked by her. Girls, I'm just going to ask you a very simple question. Do you think that this isn't a trick question? I'm not trying to trick you. Do these have the same meaning? Okay, they have exactly the same meaning. You are correct. That's a good tip. That's a good sign. They are exactly the same in their meaning. But they are two quite different sentences, aren't they? They're two quite different sentences. Oh, really good try. That's not quite how we talk about it, but that's a really good thought. Like, clap yourself on the back. That was really good try. I'm going to tell you what it is in a minute. Actually, maybe I should tell you now. Just because you said it, we call this the active, and we call this the passive. What I'm not going to tell you is why. What I'm not going to tell you is why. I want you to look at these two sentences and think about this word, active, and think about this word, passive. Why are we describing these two sentences as either active or as passive? Okay? Look at these sentences. Why is this active and why is this passive? Okay? Very, very quick 1 minute, chat. Very, very quick 1 minute. Go, 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 go. Why active? Why passive? Have a think. Take thinking time. Really good. I want you to think about it with these arrows. She cooked the meal. The meal was cooked, okay? If it is active, the subject, is doing the action. If it is passive, it's the object, but it's receiving the action, okay? Now, when you are doing your journalism in these wonderful publications, when would you choose active and why would you choose passive? It's about this. It's about what you're trying to draw attention to, okay? Let's say you are writing a piece about a chef. If you want the emphasis of a paragraph or a sentence to be on the chef, use the active, because you're directly emphasizing the subject. If you want it to be on the meal she cooked, or if you're discussing, say, take biryani. Every day people say to me here, biryani, biryani, what, Mr. Robbie, you must eat biryani, right? If you're talking about biryani, maybe you want the emphasis to be on the meal, okay? Which is receiving that action. It's about emphasis, girls. Your writing in those Times of Dawn publications is so good. This is just one thing I thought you could think about a little bit, okay? Fantastic though. Really good. Really good. What have I got time for? Just on the journalism thing, very quickly, if I write reported speech, do you know what this means, girls? Can someone give me an example? Anyone brave enough to? I have a good one written down somewhere. Yeah. Reported, let's say this. It'd be like this, wouldn't it? Robbie said that he was tired. This is direct, I think. I'll double check. Yes, that's direct speech, reported. No, sorry, this is reported, yes. This has got the pronoun. Sorry, girls, I'm getting confused myself. I thought you could have done this a little bit more. In a lot of the Dawn's of Times, you're using direct quotes, right? Blah, blah, blah. He said blah, 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 blah. That's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. But try to make some variation, okay? Try and do a little bit more of this. Robbie said that he was, okay? If you're going to write about somebody, you don't always just need to put the quotation marks. But generally, I thought you did a really, really good job with that stuff. I have a few ideas, girls, but I'm wondering if you have any ideas. Has anybody got some particular bit of English they are interested in? I don't know. Is anybody having a problem with any English language, or is there anything that somebody wants me to cover? You just want me to talk about anything? Okay, I'm just going to point out a couple more mistakes I hear a lot of, and talk a little bit about the grammar behind them, and then we're going to go to questions, okay? The bit you're all waiting for, maybe. Girls, if I write countable and non-countable, do you know what that means? Who can give me a countable noun? Yes, 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 yes. You're close. Non-countable. Very good. Good, sweetheart, yeah. Start. Leaves, 1 leaf, 2 leaf, 3 leaves. I think we can count leaves. Water, we definitely can't count. Food, we can't count. We're not going to... Hold on, girls. I'm only pointing this out. This is good. You're fine with this. I'm only pointing this out because sometimes I hear much and many the wrong way around, right? Many goes with countable, much goes with non-countable. Okay? Yeah, students. There are many students in front of me. There are many students in front of me. But maybe air, right? There's air in front of me, but I can't say that, right? There's many air. There's many airs. We can't count airs. Very good. Very, very good. We don't have all that long, girls. I know that we have some sort of presentations and stuff to do towards the end. I think we'll just move straight on to questions. Why not? Now the boys were very good. They were rather brave. I hope you are as well. I'll give you some ideas. You are allowed to ask me essentially anything, okay? Within reason, girls. You can ask about England. You can ask about what I think about India. I have been to a lot of other countries. You can ask about that. I lived in China. You can ask about that. My work, university, my family. I don't really mind, okay? I don't really mind what you ask, okay? What I do ask is that you respect your classmates, listen to the answers, okay? And let's get started. Who wants to ask the first question? Yeah, go on. You've been really good. Good girl. What famous places do we have in England? Is maybe a better. You can sit down, sweetheart. We have many famous places in England. I'll talk a little bit about my home, Durham. I was born in a little town called Durham that's very famous for a cathedral. A cathedral is like a giant church, okay? It's like a really huge church. But it's a very, very beautiful building. It's one of my favorite buildings in the world. But there's so many famous places in England, I don't really know where to start. It's a bit like India, on a smaller scale. You know, I could talk about it forever. But in my hometown, Durham Cathedral is a very, very famous place. You should have a Google. It's a very beautiful building. Good question. Yes, go on. That is such a good question, but it's also one that is almost impossible for me to answer, I think. Dawn High School is right at the top, I think. I love being here. I really like being in the school. I really love Hyderabad generally. I can't put it in one really. I think you girls, you've never been to England. England is so boring in comparison to India. You have such a rich culture, such diversity. Every day when I walk down the street, I just am amazed by everything. You live in a culturally such a significant and historically so important place. It's so rich and so full of interesting things. It's a bit unanswerable, but a lovely question. I would say you lot, and otherwise, I just like driving in an auto just down the street and just looking out the window, and I can't really get over that. I just love being here. But good question. I'm going to let someone else ask one. I'll come back, I promise. Come on, girls, yeah? Which food? I'm obligated to say biryani to you. I will confess, however, that actually I think biryani is okay. I think India has has more interesting food. I think there's more interesting food in Hyderabad. Just give me any spicy curry with some roti, and I'd rather eat that. Shawarma. I could have shawarma in England whenever I want it. Not shawarma. Good question. Come on, girls, you must have some questions. The boys had loads. Yeah?
How many languages do you know?
Nice question. I only know 2, and truthfully, I only know English fluently. My Chinese is okay. Do you want me to speak in Chinese? I knew this was coming. 我不会说中文。什么？啊？我不知道。啊？我叫罗比。啊？我叫罗比。啊？Has anyone been to the Red Fort in Delhi? A just absolutely staggering building. And right next to the Red Fort is a very, very beautiful mosque. I've forgotten its name. Yes. And I really, that was a really good memory of mine. I really enjoyed that day in Delhi when I went traveling around. I really, really enjoyed that day in Delhi. That's one of my beautiful ones. Let's have hands up for the questions, girls. Yeah. Why did I come? That's fair enough. That's a fair enough question. I came. It's a fair enough question. The first time I came as part of an MA, part of a master's degree. So I was studying education and in an international setting. Okay. Now, hold on. Now I've come back. First and foremost because I like coming here. Okay, it's not for any reason other than that. But actually, secondly, I am doing a PhD, and what I want to understand, and the next time I come, I will need your help with, is understanding the relationships between learning Urdu and learning English. Okay, I'm investigating the different ways that we learn languages. So I will be coming, asking you questions, maybe giving you a questionnaire to fill out. But that's why, so I will be coming back a lot. Great question. We'll leave the questions for there, girls, but if you do have something burning, later on I'll be outside, okay, so you can come and find me. But I believe these girls want to do something. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very, very, very much.
Thank our estimated guest, Mr. Robbie David Howard Shaw, for sharing his time, experience and words of wisdom with us. Now I would like to call class 6 girls to sing a song named Pretty Little Baby. 7.
everyone. I Asaduddin was class 10. Today I am here to speak about importance of language. Languages are not just a means of communication. They are the heart of culture, connection and identity. Through language, we share our thoughts, express emotions and build relationships. Every language, whether spoken by millions or just few, carries with a history, tradition and values of community. Learning languages not only helps us speak with others, it helps us understand people. It builds bridges among different cultures and promotes respect and empathy. In today's global world, being multilingual opens doors to more opportunities in education, in travel, in careers, and most importantly, in human understanding. So let us value the language we speak. Be open to learning new ones and always remember, when we learn a language, we don't just learn words. We learn to see the world through new eyes. Thank you. Was a little girl, afraid of the big wide world. She grew up within her castle wall. Now that she tried to run, and even the night with the setting sun, she went in the woods away. Out away, all I know, they wander, don't go there, these creatures, they were hiding in the dark, then something came creeping, it's all right, did you wait, just follow everywhere I go, top of what the mind is so badly low, you everything, keep it moving, go, just let me know, thank you. Game start. Apache, 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 kissy face, send you your phone, but I'm trying to kiss you, look so real. Red hot, says when I'm on ya. Come give me something like you feel. Whoa, don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you now? Sleep tomorrow, but tonight go crazy. All you gotta do is just meet me at the apache, 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 it's what I want, it's what I want, it's whatever you like. Turn this apache into a club. I'm talking, drink, dance, smoke, freak, party all night. Come, skirt. Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you now? Sleep tomorrow, but tonight go crazy. All you gotta do is just meet me at the apache, 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 Hey, so now you know the game. Are you ready? 'Cause I'm coming to catch ya. Catch ya, hold on it, I'm on my way. Yeah, I'm on my way. Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you now? Sleep tomorrow, but tonight go crazy. All you wanna do is just meet me at the apache, 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 Thank you. Sir, on stage. Give a huge round of applause.
Once before. but fairly simplistic. Do you remember we had fast as a what, girls? Fast as a leopard, cheetah, right? For example. Slow as what? Very good. Slow as a snail. So far we've just used animals, haven't we? Maybe we'll try and discuss some more without just using animals. As beautiful as what? A rose, I like that. What about this one, girls? What about this one? If I say dark. Dark as a what? Dark as night. I quite like that. Dark as night. I think though, we can think a little bit outside the box, can't we? We need to think a bit more outside the box. Do you remember, girls, when we were discussing these adjectives? I heard somebody say moonless when we were discussing the adjectives. What about dark as a moonless night? How much more powerful is that now? How much more powerful is that now as a sentence? Dark as a moonless night. That's much better than dark as night. It gives a nice eerie sense to it. If it's a moonless night, there is no light at all, right? It's pitch black. It's absolutely pitch black. You can't see anything. Dark as a moonless night. We need to start thinking about using these sort of words, girls, these sort of figurative speech, okay, this sort of figurative speech in our writing and most importantly in our talking. I remember Kuram sir, last time I was here last time, he asked you all to speak English like the birds talk, like the birds sing. That's my homework for you too, but actually more importantly, I want you to start diversifying your English, okay? I want you to start using these sorts of words, sweet, bright, warm, bitter. Don't just talk about food, don't just talk about the things we can see, use them to talk about the things we can feel. The way that people behave, the way that other people make you feel, okay? The next time you want to say to your friend, oh, you are very smart, don't say they are very smart, say they are sharp-minded, yeah? The next time someone's made you feel really good, say you've made me feel really warm, not that they've made you feel really nice. The next time that your brilliant classmates today speak so beautifully and with so few mistakes in their speeches about me on Robbie Day, describe their speeches smooth, not as good, not as interesting, not as nice, describe it as smooth, okay? This is my job, this is your job, girls. Use your language creatively. You all know these words. Start using what you've got, okay? Thank you very much, girls. Thank you very much.
To extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to a very special guest with us today, Mr. Robbie David Howatshaw. Mr. Robbie comes to us all the way from the northeast of England, where he resides with deep roots in a family of educators. He pursued his higher education at the prestigious Newcastle University and his academic journey reflects both excellence and dedication. Driven by a strong passion for teaching and academic growth, Mr. Robbie has taken a remarkable step in his career by coming to India on his research related to PhD. This cross-cultural experience not only enriches his professional journey but also brings a unique perspective to his teaching methods and research. Being bilingual, he bridges linguistic and cultural gaps effortlessly, a strength that greatly enhances his connection with students and peers alike. Professionally, Mr. Robbie is an experienced and passionate English language teacher with over 10 years of teaching experience. His teaching portfolio is as impressive as it is diverse. He has taught young children aged 4 to 6, adults and students at both undergraduate and master's level. His ability to adapt and engage learners across different ages groups speaks volume about his dedication and skill as an educator. In addition to his academic accomplishment, Mr. Robbie has a deep interest in social history, which reflects his curiosity and love for understanding human society through time, a passion that no doubt influences his teaching with depth and perspective. On the personal front, Robbie comes from a close-knit family. He is one of 4 siblings with 2 brothers and 1 sister, and is proud to be the son of teacher parents, which perhaps explains the strong education ethos he carries forward with such grace and commitment. We are truly honored to have someone of Mr. Robbie's caliber, character and international experience with us. We are confident that his presence will not only enrich the academic environment but also inspire students and fellow educators alike. Let us all give a warm welcome to Mr. Robbie David Howatshow. We look forward to learning from your experience and passion in the days ahead. Thank you.
What a personal shame it is to me that I have to leave Hyderabad tomorrow. This is my second time here, and the feeling of warmth and generosity that comes from you all, from Kuram sir, from the rest of the staff, from the school in its entirety, is one of the most incredible things I've ever been able to experience. If you told me 15 years ago when I was sat in your shoes at school, of all the amazing opportunities that I would have later in my life, this being one of the most central, I would have bitten your hand off for it. I love being here. Thank you so much for your attention today. I've had a brilliant time teaching you. I hope you've learned something. I've had a wonderful time throughout the week, and in rather nicer news than me leaving tomorrow, I'm happy to report that I will be coming back very soon. And I should be coming back quite regularly for the next few years, because I need your help too, okay? But thank you so much. Thank you, Kuram sir. Thank you all the staff. Thank you, students. I've had a wonderful time again, but that was never in doubt. Dawn High School is really one of the nicest places that I've ever been able to come to. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome, Robbie. He brings happiness, joy, and some excitement in you always, isn't it? Yes. Whenever you and he comes all the way along from UK, University of Newcastle. There's a city there in UK, Newcastle. He comes from there, and I welcome him here in Dawn. और मैं 4 TV के लिए उर्दू में बोलना चाहूँगा, क्योंकि लास्ट ईयर भी आए थे और बहुत बच्चे एक्साइटेड रहे, और आपकी वजह से हम स्कूल में पूरी कोशिश है इंग्लिश में बच्चे बात करते हैं और ब्रिटिश एक्सेंट के साथ करते हैं। वो आपकी वजह से भी बहुत उसमें सहूलतें हो रही हैं, और बीच में जब जितना अरसा नहीं थे तब भी वो कांटेक्ट में थे इस स्कूल के साथ, ग्रुप बना लिए हैं ये, और बच्चों के साथ, और नर्सरी से लेके 10th तक वो रीच करते हैं। अभी भी स्पेशली डॉन के लिए आए हैं ये, और इंशाल्लाह इसका इनके जो टाइम का उसका बहुत ही इंग्लिश के बहुत अच्छे एक्सपर्ट टीचर हैं। 3 साल चाइना में पढ़ाए, इंग्लिश पढ़ाए, चाइनीज़ को ही नोज चाइनीज़ टू, और न्यूकासल में भी पढ़ाए इंग्लिश, लंदन में पढ़ाए इंग्लिश, तो पूरी ज़िंदगी इंग्लिश ही पढ़ाते रहे हैं। और बहुत बड़े टीचर हैं ये, बहुत प्रिपेयर होकर पढ़ाते हैं, और बच्चों में एक किस्म का जोश, जज्बा, खुशियाँ भर देते हैं पढ़ाने में। इनके पढ़ाने का तरीका ये है कि बच्चे बहुत खुशी से सीखते हैं जो भी चीज़ें हैं, और अभी उसका देख रहे हैं कई बच्चे बहुत सारी चीज़ें बना के भी लाए हैं इनके लिए। तो thank you very much because of your unique method of teaching. Always is needed for Dawn. So thank you very much.
Can we have a round of applause? And these are for
Fatima.
Class 6, Farid Fatima.
Hello.
ayesha, Sarah Fatima, Nasra, Tamara Begum, Tahira Cotton, Tahira. Class 7, Tahira, Roshna, Maria, Nadira, Maida, Tahira. Class 8, Razia, Class 9, Mariam, Nadira Daud.
And it is my honor to deliver the word of thanks on this special occasion, Robbie Day. Today, we had the great opportunity to celebrate and appreciate the presence of a wonderful teacher, Mr. Robbie David Howard Shaw, who came all the over from England to teach us English. Sir, we are very thankful to you. The way you teach, the way you speak, it is truly unforgettable. We are learning not only language but also confidence and communication from you. I would also like to thank our great principal, Mr. Fazlur Rahman Puram sir, for giving us such an amazing opportunity to learn from a professional and experienced teacher like Mr. Robbie. Being a student of town, we are lucky to get many chances to improve ourselves. Once again, thank you so much, Mr. Robbie, for teaching us and for being such an inspiration. We are truly grateful. Thank you.
Everybody, I am truly honored by your gifts and your overwhelmingly kind words about me. It's really very touching and very moving, all the efforts you've made throughout the whole week to make me so comfortable, but this at the end is really touched my heart. I can't say thank you enough. Can't wait to see you again soon. Assalamu alaikum, and I'll see you soon. Okay? Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Thank you.